All right. Hey there. Hey there. Welcome into my live stream. O to the M to the G. We are glad to have you here for the weekly training. Shout out to all of those that are coming on in from a couple different platforms. I am Charvette Mitchell, founder of Mitchell Productions, and we work with high achieving women entrepreneurs. A few lucky men get sprinkled in, all around raising their marketing and the visibility and the branding of their amazing services. And I'll tell you a little bit more later, but I know that the platforms are sending out notifications letting you know that I am on. And today we have a great topic. I have one visibility strategy that I'm going to share with you that will help you get more leads. And ladies and gentlemen, leads equal hope. So we're going to get right into it after this 1 minute and 17-second intro, and we'll be getting started right after that.
Get ready for the Platform Builder Summit, hosted by Mitchell Productions and produced by Charvette Mitchell, where we will amplify your brand and boost your profits. Kicking off Thursday, November 2nd, 2023 with our VIP Day for VIP guests only. And Friday, November 3rd and Saturday, November 4th, 2023 for all summit attendees. Enjoy main stage speakers, panel discussions, and breakout sessions. All of this hosted in person at the 4 Points by Sheraton, Richmond, Virginia. Register today at www.platformbuildersummit.com. We believe that every emerging woman business owner and leader has the potential to grow their business by shining a spotlight on their expertise. With the right marketing tools, resources, and support, you can achieve your goals and take your business to new heights. Reserving your seat at the Platform Builder Summit is the next step in that direction. Go to www.platformbuildersummit.com for tickets and more information. We cannot wait to see you November 2nd to 4th in Richmond, Virginia.
All right, there you have it. There you have it. Your invitation to join me in Richmond, Virginia, November 3rd and 4th is our main summit. This will be my 7th live in-person conference style. So we would love to see you there. Interesting point to bring up. Ticket sales close out Monday, October 30th. So you got like about 2 weeks left to join us. If you're in Richmond, we'd love to have you. If you could get to Richmond, Virginia, the Platform Builder Summit is all around amplifying your brand and boosting your profits. And so let's jump on in. I see Sonia is hanging out here with us. Thank you for being here. Shout out to my mom, who was always holding it down, bringing in all of the comments with us here. And so today, topic, and we host this weekly training. Today's topic is all around helping you get new leads, helping you get leads. And I'm going to share a visibility strategy. This is something that I normally share with clients that are in paid programs, but I'm going to be sharing it with you today. And so, this is our exclusive weekly training over in my Facebook community. So shout out to all of the ladies that are hanging out with me in Marketing Tips with Charvette. We're glad to have you joining us and hanging out here. And so I know that many of you are brand spanking new, and I see the hearts already. Thank you for the hearts and the love that's coming on in. Happy Monday. Hello, Renee. Hello, El Tomei. Good to see you. Hello there. And so I know that several of you are probably brand spanking new to me, and you're like, wait, who is this? So I am Charvette Mitchell, founder of Mitchell Productions, and we work with high achieving women entrepreneurs. A few lucky men get sprinkled in, all around raising the visibility, the marketing, the branding of their platform and their services, so that they get more eyes on what they have, so that they increase their revenue with more clients. And so I'm a graduate of Virginia Commonwealth University with a bachelor's of science in marketing. I spent 25 years in corporate America, and after 25 years, walked away February 2nd, 2018. So coming up on 6 years in February, to run Mitchell Productions full time, and have absolutely no regrets. Some of you may be here because of the Charvette Mitchell radio show, which actually started, fun fact, in in an actual live studio. And now we do live stream every Tuesday. You can find us chatting with amazing and great leaders and people every Tuesday. We're on episode 700 and oh my goodness, 14 tomorrow. Yeah, you heard that right, 714. So some of you may be here for that. I am also a visionary author, and I put together book collaborations. I literally just had a phone conversation with someone who right like 10 minutes before we got started. She said, "Hey, can I be on your next collaboration?" I'm like, we're literally in editing right now. The book cover design just came in, so I'll let you know about the next one. But 6 books under my belt, and just an amazing opportunity to showcase people's transformational stories and their intellectual property. And then I also host events, so conferences, summits, retreats, and the Platform Builder Summit, which is coming up November 3rd and 4th. That's going to be my 7th big conference. And so that's a little bit about me for those that are brand spanking new. Hey, Miss Brown, thank you for coming on in. So let's get into this topic. And so why do we need visibility, right? Why do we need more eyes and attention on what we're doing? Well, that's the only way that people will know what you have to offer. And in particular, I'm going to say this conversation is slanted to those of you that offer services. Not to say that if you're a product-based business, this doesn't apply. It does. But I'm going to say the conversation is slanted to those of you that offer services. And in particular, if you offer professional services, so therapists, realtors, accountants, grief recovery counselors, leadership coaches, career advisors, career consultants, anywhere in that kind of professional service where people are making a buying decision hugely and largely around your personal brand or what they see about your platform. So let's jump in. So here is the marketing strategy, or the visibility. Let me say this, the visibility strategy that I'm going to recommend that you do, and it will get you more leads. Now, has anyone heard of Friday introduction post? Hashtag Friday introduction post. All right, let me know. Come on and help us out, Sonia. She said, if you aren't seen, they don't know you. That is a perfect, and I didn't pay her to say that. If you aren't seen, then they don't know you. Okay, so great. So some of you are saying you've heard of the Friday introduction post. Let me tell you what that is. And I'm going to give you a 4-part framework of how to put this post together that will generate more leads, because here's why this introduction style post is important. Thank you. Renee is saying yes. Some of you are taking for granted that everybody on your timeline knows what you do. Has anyone had the experience where you feel like you've communicated what you do, the types of services you offer, and then you might run into somebody in the grocery store, you might run into somebody, at an event, and they're like, what is it you do again? Or do you still do XYZ? Has anyone experienced that? Wherever you're watching, wherever you're looking, just let me know if you've ever experienced where you felt like, wow, I thought I was clear about what I offer, but everybody doesn't always remember what you do and what you offer. Here's the other thing. Sometimes people don't need your service until they need your service. Let me say that again, because I know, let me run that back. Let me spin the block on that. Some people don't need your service until they need your service. Let's take a realtor for an example. How often are you buying a house, right? Unless you're in that flipping houses and things of that nature. I'm not talking about that. But most people, 5, 10, 20 years, before they're buying a house. So they're not thinking about a realtor or looking for a realtor until they're looking for a realtor when they're ready to make that transition. Listen, I'm seeing the yeses come in where you feel like people knew what you did, but then there's like a question mark, like, oh, wait a minute. Good morning. We're glad to, or well, it might be morning where you are. It's afternoon where we are here on the East Coast. And if you're just popping on in, I'm Charvette Mitchell. We're here in Marketing Tips with Charvette, talking about one visibility strategy I'm sharing with you that is going to give you more leads. All right. It's going to give you more leads. And it's called, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you an example. It's called the hashtag Friday post. So I see people still commenting. Yes, people don't. This is Bishop Annie. People don't need your service until they need your service. Hey, Marquisa, thanks for popping in. So that's why you have to always be thinking about, let me make sure my audience knows what it is that I do and who I do it for. And one of the strategies, one of the visibility strategies is called a Friday introduction post. Let me show you, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you if you go to, and it's specifically hashtag, it's like a specific, it's a thing. It's a whole hashtag. So I'm going to pull up, share my screen and show you hashtag Friday introduction post on Instagram and hashtag Friday introduction post over on Facebook. So you can kind of see, oh wait, like this is legit. So let's go over to Instagram first. And so you should be seeing my Instagram coming up here. So look at this hashtag Friday introductions. There are 304,722 post. So this is a hashtag that is used. And notice what you see. What do you see? And I'm going to tell you what to do. But you see a great picture, right? You see a great picture, and let's just click on it. And then they go into an introduction. All right. They go into an introduction or a reintroduction. They go into a reintroduction of who they are and what they do. And keep in mind that, and so this is over on Instagram, right? So I wanted to show you, like, you could literally on your own go to Instagram and put in hashtag Friday introductions, right? All right. So let me also pull up Facebook. Let me pull up hashtag Friday introductions on Facebook. All right. So let me show you that because so you can see, okay, this is like legit, like people are using this. All right. And so this is so funny and not playing because Marquisa just commented and I already put in hashtag over on Facebook. So there's 49,000 posts that just came up here. And Marquisa happens to be in the audience here with us, and her Friday introduction came in. So Marquisa, you didn't even know that we were doing that, right? So I just want to show y'all, even like people are using it. The lovely Dana, happens to be one of our clients. Friday introduction post, right? So this is a whole thing. Ayana Smith, Friday introduction post. Are you seeing here? Okay, great. So I think y'all got it. I wanted to just prove. All right, so it is a thing, and it is something that you want to do. So let me give you the breakdown of what you want to include in this post, because again, the purpose of this is to get you leads. One area and one issue is that everybody doesn't know what you do. And the other issue is people that do know what you do, they don't know the next step to take with you. Good morning. They don't know the next step to take. So there are people that might know what you do, but then they don't know, well, what's the next step? Do I schedule a call? Do I just go in their inbox? Like, what is the process? I'm going to give you a 4-part framework of how you're going to create your hashtag Friday introduction post, and you're going to post this on Friday, and it's going to help you generate leads. Now, let me say this. Sometimes people will do this introduction post any day. Like if you feel like, hey, I don't want to wait till Friday, I'm ready to go now. You could just do an introduction post and follow the same framework. All right. Are y'all ready? Type ready. Are you ready? Type ready. If anyone is ready, type ready in the chat so we can get into this 4-part framework. Good morning. Listen, I'm not going to be here before you long. Yes, I'm seeing hashtag Friday introduction. Wow, sure didn't. Yep. Ready. All right. I see you ready. Okay. So how you're going to put together your Friday hashtag Friday introduction post, which again is a lead. It's going to increase your leads, and leads equal hope. Leads lead to customers. So you've got to have leads. In particular, if you're a service provider, you need leads to then have the opportunity to convert them to a customer. So first we got to get you some leads. All right. So here's the first thing you got to do. If you notice over on Instagram, what did you notice? And even on Facebook, they started with a great picture. So the first thing you're going to need is to grab a great picture of yourself, not your logo, not your dog, not a family portrait. Well, you could do, depending on your business, but I would rather a picture of yourself is really what you need. Now, what would be best is a professional headshot, a professional picture, or a lifestyle shot, or an event shot, but a professional picture. And here's why this is so cool that we're like, chatting about this now. Yesterday we hosted brand photo shoots right here. We were downstairs in my building, and we hosted. We had a total of 9 clients here, 6 full brand photo shoots. We're talking about makeup and lashes, and we had 2 makeup artists. We had the lovely Kimmy James photography. We had 2 photo shoot assistants from Mitchell Productions. It was like a whole thing. There were outfit changes. There were scenes. There was inside. There was outside. There was full body shots. There was all kinds of things. So our clients, that's one thing that we do. And let me give you a hint. Having professional photography does help with your visibility, because let's be honest, let's be real. People do make a decision in their head around the value and what you bring to the table initially off of what they see, before they have a conversation, before they even maybe consume your content. So the visual aspect of your branding is important. So all of the hashtag Friday introduction posts, again, if you go search that hashtag on Instagram, you go search that hashtag on Facebook, it starts with a picture. So I'm wondering, do you all have professional pictures? Listen, I see the ready. Y'all ready? You ready, right? Be ready. So you're not trying to get ready. So yes, a great picture you need to start with. That's the first thing that you have to identify. Hey Sharon, thanks for popping in. So you have to have that. All right. And Sonia's saying, yes, I have pictures, and you're ready to go. If you do not have professional pictures and you own a business, this is an action item for you to write down. This is a homework assignment that you need to have. You need to have professional pictures because you need these assets. They're really assets for your business to showcase what you bring to the table. And that's why within our the Platform Builder program that I have, our 12-month program, all of our clients, we do brand photo shoots for them. So they walk away with like 50 images that they can use as assets. So anyway, your first assignment for those that are popping in and just coming on in, I have a challenge for you. And I have a visibility strategy that's going to help you get more leads. What you're going to be doing on Friday is you're going to be doing a hashtag Friday introduction post, and you're going to be reintroducing yourself to your audience. And this can be Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. It doesn't work as well on Twitter because you don't have enough space, or Threads. You don't have enough space to write. So the first thing you got to do is get a great picture. If you do not have a professional picture, if you don't have professional pictures, it is okay to take a selfie. But at least, please, my pet peeve, don't be in the car with the seatbelt on. Have y'all seen that? Please don't be in the car with the seatbelt on. At least stand outside, get in some sun and take a picture. All right, so now let's talk about the opening of the post, where I'm going to talk about 4 frameworks, 4 pieces for your Friday introduction post, hashtag Friday introduction. The first thing is the opening. So some people might say, well, why am I introducing myself? These people already know me. They already follow me. Here's the point we want to make. Number 1, your followers and even your friends list is always growing. Number 2, sometimes people don't need your service until they need it. So they might not even recognize that they need your service. So how you open it up, and how I usually recommend for clients to open it up and I say, hey, let me introduce myself to my new followers. So that is like a 1 sentence that you could put out. So if you feel like, well, I feel like everybody that's already connected to me on pages, they already know about us. And this is personal page and business page. Let me introduce myself to my new followers. Or if you have had a pivot or a shift in your service, has anyone had a pivot? Has anyone pivoted and had a shift in what you're doing? Then you really need to do this, because if you've had a shift in what you're doing, then your audience probably doesn't actually know the new shift. Thank you. Bishop Annie, who was one of our past Platform Builder clients, she says still using the photos from her brand photo shoot. They are timeless. They are classic. Literally, Chanel was one of the clients that did her photo shoot yesterday. She'd done a photo shoot with us before, and she said the same thing, that the photography is classic. And I love that. Yeah, recycle your pictures, utilize them. Please, not the seatbelt. Don't use the seatbelt picture. I love it. I love it. All right. Don't. Yes, Apostle Hyman. Don't the seatbelt. I can't take it. I can't take it. At least get out of the car and just stand and take your picture. All right. So you're going to say your opening for this hashtag Friday introduction post is, let me introduce myself to my new followers. So you can say it that way, or you can say, let me let me reintroduce myself to those of you. And this works really well if you've had a pivot, or if you are have shifted the focus of your service, or maybe the types of clients. This works really well. So that is just a simple opening. The second thing you're going to do, what do? You actually need to go into what you do. I'm Charvette Mitchell, and I do these things, or I work with this type of client to do this type of thing. So here at this point, you're not writing your dissertation. You are not writing your life story. So you want to be succinct. You'll see when you go look at the hashtag. Thank you, Carla R. Jenkins, for retweeting this. When you go look at the hashtag Friday introductions, you'll see different links of them. So you're not writing your life story, but what you want to really quickly say is either who you work with, what do you do, what do you provide? All right. So that's the second thing. The first thing you're opening up, let me introduce myself to my new followers. Let me reintroduce myself to those that may have followed me for a while. And I just want to make sure, you know everything that we do. Then you want to go in the second part of the framework for this hashtag Friday introduction post that's going to get you more leads. It's a visibility strategy. When you use, in particular, that great picture, what is it that you do? So use that space to talk about what you actually do. The third thing is a call to action. Can someone type in the chat, type in the comments, what is it that I mean by a call to action? What is it that I mean by a call to action? Type that in the chat. And if you're just coming on in, hey, we are glad to have you. We're having this great conversation. I'm gonna be done in 9 minutes. I've given you a challenge for Friday. So listen, it's Monday. So you have time to pull this together. Some of you who are like, you know what, I need to do this today, then just take out, you don't have to say Friday introduction post. You can just say, I'm going to do an introduction post. So you don't even have to wait till Friday if you don't want to. But the traditional thing that people use this for is hashtag Friday introductions. So you have a whole week to work on this. And this will get you more leads, because when you post this with a picture and people know what you do, then they're like, oh, well, I need her, or I need her service, or I need to connect with her or him, or whatever is going on. And if you're liking this conversation, if you're liking this type of conversation, you definitely need to join me here in Richmond, Virginia. November 3rd and 4th is the main summit. November 2nd is for our VIPs. That's sold out. But the main summit, the Platform Builder Summit, it is all about amplifying your brand and boosting your profits. We're going to be having more conversations like this. And so join me. We'll be at 4 Points by Sheraton, the Richmond Airport location off of Laburnum. So get here. The matter of fact, I just found I saw an email earlier. The hotel extended, the hotel cutoff date was supposed to be like last week, and they extended it to the 19th. So even if you need a hotel room, you can still get it at our conference rate. Go to platformbuildersummit.com, platformbuildersummit.com. If you're liking these conversations and liking this type of content, you need to be in the room. It's only for women. So men that are watching, this is only open for women. And we are excited to have all of you that are coming here. So let me check the comments to see if y'all did the homework assignment. Okay. So call to action. So the next thing you're adding, this is the third component, your call to action, having them either DM or repost or drop a heart. So this is great. This person is giving actions. So a call to action is you want the person that's reading the post to take some kind of action. All right. Renee is saying needing people to CTA take an action. So you want to, and you might think, well, people should know to do that. They don't. You have to direct them. Whatever it is that you want them to do, you want them to do something. You want them to respond. So that is the next thing. Thank you. I say y'all got it. Y'all got it. What is it? What is it that I mean by a call to action? Yeah, a call to action is you are wanting them to do something. What is the next step you want them to take? And you want to put that in. So in my hashtag Friday introduction, my call to action is I have a complimentary meet and greet call. So if I, explain, hey, I work with you on your branding, your visibility, your marketing, so you generate more revenue. Let's have a conversation. Schedule a meet and greet call with me at callcharvette.com. that is that. Now, I might, my next Friday introduction before the conference, I might say, I want you to join me in Richmond, Virginia at the Platform Builder Summit. I'll go to platformbuildersummit.com. So whatever it is, if it's getting them to schedule time with you, your process might be to DM you. You could say, if you're interested, DM me. It could be a if it's something that you have that's for nonprofit or ministry and you want them to donate, then the call to action would be that. So you want to give the audience a call to action. Yes, Christine, you need to do this. Absolutely. You need to do this. Thank you, Sharon. A call to action, have the audience take an action. It could even be like this post, share this post. If you're on Instagram, it could be save this post, follow my page, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Those that may be watching from YouTube, hit subscribe because I know you like this content. It could be subscribe to my channel. It could be join my email list. So call to actions, there are various call to actions. What you have to decide is where you want to direct people to at this moment. So for your Friday introduction post, for leads, I'm going to say, because this topic that we're having is all around how to help you get more leads. And so what I would, instead of saying just like the post, what I would encourage you to do is like, how do they buy it? We left that out, right? A call to action could be click here and buy a ticket to the con. Click here and buy my product. So we want this to get to leads for you. So I would be very specific with your call to action. If you're a service provider, and remember I started off the top of this conversation saying I'm gearing this to service providers. So you should have what's the next step, whether they are DMing you, whether you have a schedule appointment link, whether some of my clients that are insurance agent, they're like, I just want to get on the phone, like call me, here's my number, call me, whatever the next step is for them, but specifically so that you get a lead. It might be going to your website, but you want to give them a call to action that's going to turn into a lead. I do agree with some of the call to actions that were mentioned, like subscribe, like your channel. So let's just say, for instance, in YouTube, your objective for that period of time is to get more YouTube subscribers. So then you might say, hey, I really want y'all to subscribe to my channel. However, I would caution you, what's going to help you turn a lead into money. So most cases for service providers, when you talk to someone, the conversation is what converts them to a customer. The conversation converts them to a customer. So you got to get them to the conversation. All right. And how do you do that? So let me capture this comment from Christine. Is the Friday intro post done on your business and or personal page? Thank you for this. I highly recommend that you do it in both places. Now, let me say follow, Facebook's guidelines. I'll say that, but I would recommend that you do it in both places because the personal page, even if they are not a customer, they can refer people to you. But if they don't know, not really clear what it is that you're doing, then they are not able to refer people to. Hey, Sam, thank you. Thank you for popping on in. And I'm glad you are enjoying this conversation. Thank you. I love the M&G suggestion, and we'll definitely try that out. And come back and let us know. All right. So let's recap real quick. So #Friday introduction post. And I already showed you, go back and look at the earlier part of the video. I went to Instagram. You can see there's 400-some-thousand, 300-some-thousand hashtags under that. So you could see examples. On Facebook, it was like 47,000. I would do it in both places. LinkedIn, it would be beneficial as well over there. You're going to get a great picture of yourself, preferably because you're a business owner. You should have professional photography. If you don't have professional photography, that absolutely needs to be an action item. Like that needs to be something you need to do before the end of the year. Like that needs to be a Q4. Like you need professional photography. And that's why I'm so glad. Just yesterday, we had 6 brand photo shoots, 9 clients were served. And so you have to have it. So grab a great picture. If you don't have a professional picture, please don't sit in your car with a seatbelt. At least get out the car and take a selfie, and that works. You're going to open up. Your opening is simply saying, let me introduce. So you're telling them at the beginning that this is an introduction. Let me introduce myself to my new followers or let me reintroduce myself to those that are currently following. Then you're going to go into what you do. So like, here's what I do. Then you're going to give a call to action. My preference is you want to, because this is about getting you leads. So those that are service providers, however you get leads, you need to tell the person what's the next step to take. Here's the fourth and final piece of this framework for your Friday introduction post. You want to share a fun fact or something interesting. And so this really kind of humanizes and makes it more social. It could be a quirky fact. It could be a little known fact about you, but you kind of end more on a personal note. And so then that brings in the personality. So it's just not like boom, 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 but it ties it up with a nice bow. So you could do something fun, again, something interesting about you. It could even be famous quotes or favorite quote that you like, or something you like to do, hobbies, things of that nature. And that is how you'll end this hashtag Friday introduction post. So I have a challenge for you for this Friday, that you create a hashtag Friday introduction post. LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, I will put it there. And this one visibility strategy will get you more leads, because if at nothing else, you're going to be surprised the amount of people who don't actually know what you do, or didn't realize that they need what you do. All right. So they didn't realize they need what you do. Again, we are just days away from the Platform Builders Summit, which is my 7th in-person conference here in Richmond, Virginia. This type of content is the type of content that you'll experience there. So we have a seat for you. However, registration closes completely October 30th, which is like 2 weeks away. Monday, October 30th. That's the last day we'll take any registration for tickets. We already have ticket holders, VIP holders in the chat, listening and watching. So if you already have your ticket and your registration, you're already on the list. Just let them know in the chat. I'm there. Let them know in the chat you already have your seat. But we invite you. Platformbuildersummit.com is where you go to grab your ticket. Platformbuildersummit.com is where you are going to go. Matter of fact, let me just tell you who is going to this amazing lineup. Somebody is calling my phone. I don't know why right now, but let me just share a little bit of this amazing lineup that we have. So we're super excited. We're going to have a fireside chat with Sharice Jones, Sassy Jones, multi-million-dollar brand here based in Richmond, but certainly global. And you're going to get to hear how she has done so well with building her platform, amplifying her brand, and definitely proof in the pudding. You can see her on HSN and all of that. So she's going to be sitting down with me on the stage, fireside chat. We've got, back by popular demand, Dr. Stephanie Wall. Listen, her topic is "There is a $1 million message in you." And those of you that heard Dr. Stephanie last time, she don't even like to stay on the stage. She comes down into the audience. We've got Tremaine Wills joining us, MBA, 3 reasons money flees from you and how to fix it. Oh my goodness. We have Coach Shaya coming all the way from California. She's going to talk about She Leads, She Profits. We have Yulika Kimber, who was also one of our sponsors, and she is an MBA, a CPA, and she's going to talk about how to run your business by the numbers. We have Julia Royston coming in, Indianapolis, and she's going to talk about the power of a brand book. I'm telling you, we've got LaKayla Bonaparte with us from Richmond, Virginia. She's going to talk about Facebook ads 101, how to set up your account for success. Like literally, this is her job. She works for companies and does this. Then we've got Kara Roots coming. She's going to talk about content that connects. Listen, she's all over on Instagram. Follow her. She's giving you the reels and all of that. We have Amy Garlick joining us, harnessing the power of video for sales success. You don't want to miss that conversation. We have, for our VIPs only, Jatanya Parker joining us to talk about grants, grant readiness and preparation. We've got Tony and Winston. She's going to be with our VIPs, demystifying the planner and journal making process. You also are going to hear her in the main conference. We have Tracy Harvey right here from Richmond, Virginia. She's going to talk about how to wow with websites. We have the amazing Adrienne Johnson. If you are familiar with the Richmond Night Market, let me know in the comments if you've been downtown to the Richmond Night Market, like hundreds and hundreds of people. She's a co-owner of that, but she's doing other amazing things. And she's going to talk about voice and value, how to build community for your brand. She's got the receipts. We've got Dana Wilson. She's going to be hitting the stage twice. She's going to be in a panel discussion around streaming, her way to success, how live streaming impacts your business. You're going to also hear her again. We have Dr. Valerie Harris going to be on that same panel, streaming your way to success. I told Dr. Valerie probably a year ago, I was like, Dr. Val, do this 8-part Facebook Live series. She didn't stop. She's probably now like 50 or 60 Facebook Lives in. You're going to hear all about it, and you're going to hear her in a breakout session. We've got Ayanna Smith also on that same panel, streaming your way to success. And I'm telling you what, Edwin Moses, to be continued, your next move. Those of you that are going to be transitioning to entrepreneurship or retiring, still got a lot of life, and you're like, what's next? You want to be in that breakout. Erica Brooks, one of our therapists, Self-Care 2.0, caring for self while handling your business. We've got Dio Greenway, Write the Vision. We've got Lisa Ely. Oh my goodness, Profit Amplified, 5 HR strategies every entrepreneur must master. We've got our MC, Dr. Tabitha Spurlock, back by popular demand, spinning. We've got our event DJ Shanghai. And of course, I will be hitting the stage a couple of times. So you're going to get to hear from me. All right. And so we love to see you in the building November 3rd and 4th, a Friday and a Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Both of those days. Register by October 30th. Yes. Platformbuildersummit.com. We've got some of our guests that are here already. Let me capture comments. So someone said, can you also place a short version on Pinterest with a link? You could, I reckon. I don't use Pinterest a lot. I've heard there's great things over there. So go for it, right? Outstanding. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Renee. Yes, this lineup is complete fire. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for running. All right. So it's a wrap. Oh, I'm over. All right. That's it. I wanted to spend some time and just share a little bit about who you're going to see at the event. So until we see each other again, which will be not this week, next Thursday. Next Thursday, I'll be back on for our final, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, I'll be back on for our final session for October. Thank you so much to ladies that are in Marketing Tips with Sharvette. If you're in the Marketing Tips with Sharvette Facebook community, if you're not in it, you should join us. We allow YouTube to kind of sneak in on this, and Instagram, not Instagram, LinkedIn to sneak in on this, but normally we just offer this content within our Facebook community. So if you're a woman, business owner, join us in Marketing Tips with Sharvette. It is a wrap. I'm getting up out of your hair. Thanks, Mom, for being here. Listen, it is going to be, Apostle Hyman is going to be amazing. The Platform Builder Summit is going to be amazing. All right, we'll see you all later on the way.